Hello, wonderful caregivers. It's L.I.G.H.T, your caregiving coach. I'm so glad you're here with us today. Whether you're tuning in during a quick break or finally sitting down after a long day, welcome back. Today's topic is one we all can relate to: caregiver burnout. I am showing you simple mindset shifts that can help prevent burnout and help you find joy in caregiving. This is something I like to call S.O.S. Many caregivers are sending out signals of distress. You are feeling stress overload, you are having overwhelmed emotions, and support is desperately needed. Have you ever felt that way? If you're nodding yes, you're not alone. In fact, it's common. Today, I want you to go from sending off SOS signals to the light. Stick with me because I am showing you how you can recognize when you are sending out SOS signals and how following a life framework can help you find joy and peace, even when the challenges feel too much. When I think about SOS, I think about the Titanic. You know, when the ship is about to go down and the captain is sending out Morse code, SOS for help. Well, in caregiving, you are sending out silent signals that you are in distress. You are feeling and having stress overload, overwhelmed emotions, and the feeling that support is desperately needed. That's right, SOS. Listen, caregiving is hard, and the emotional and physical toll is real. Sometimes it can feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulder, and that's where SOS kicks in: stress and overwhelmed emotions. But here's the good news: recognizing this is the first step. You are running on fumes. So, how do you recognize when you are sending out SOS signals? Some common signs are the following. Number one, you have chronic fatigue. Number two, you have emotional outbursts or withdrawals. Do you display mood swings, irritability, or snap at small things? Or the opposite, you may withdraw emotionally and seem distant and disengaged. Number three, you are having difficulties focusing and making decisions. You struggle to focus, become forgetful, or have difficulties making decisions. Number four, you avoid social interactions. You may cancel plans frequently or stop engaging in activities altogether that you used to enjoy. Number five, you experience physical symptoms of stress. You may get frequent headaches or other symptoms like stomach aches or other common physical symptoms. Does this sound like you? If so, don't distress because there's hope. Okay, wonderful caregivers? It's always hope. I know I've experienced all of these, but I first had to recognize and acknowledge I needed things to change. Then I had to become intentional in finding my joy and peace of mind. But Lee, how do we find joy when it seems hidden behind all these challenges? Well, my wonderful caregivers, I'm glad you asked. Because I got just what you need. Let me introduce to you the L.I.G.H.T, a framework that helps you move from S.O.S to joy and finding peace of mind in your caregiving journey. Okay, wonderful caregivers, you know I love a good acronym. So let's start with L in light. Look for small wins. That's right. Look for small wins, my wonderful caregivers. I don't care how small it is, it's a win. Okay? It's easy to miss those little small moments that can bring you joy. I've been there, my wonderful caregivers. As a professional caregiver and a person with a family responsibilities, I have felt overwhelmed. I have felt overwhelmed emotion, and I have needed desperately support. When you are feeling those moments, my wonderful caregivers, listen, remember, you are sowing seed that will take root and grow. You may not see it right away, but you are making a difference. Your work is not in vain. Now, let's talk about I incorporate self care. And you know your girl is all about self care. When you're feeling that S.O.S, stressed and overwhelmed, self care gets pushed to the bottom of the list. But it's essential. Taking care of yourself helps you recharge and get out of that overwhelmed state. Now, I hear you. You saying I ain't got time. Okay. You ain't got time, but you going to make some time when you get sick. So, make time for self care. Self care is so much more than a pedicure or a massage, although your girl loves those things. But, my wonderful caregiver, it's about changing and elevating your mind to think differently about your situation in order to come up with the best possible solution to change your situation. My wonderful caregivers, I cannot stress this enough. The bottom line is you have to change in order for your situation to change. Sit with that for a second. Mic drop. The G in L.I.G.H.T stands for gratitude practice. When you're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulder, it's time for gratitude. What are you grateful for? Are you grateful for just waking up in the morning? Are you grateful for your kids, for your parents, for just to be able to speak words out of your mouth? This can shift your mindset from stress to joy. For me, my wonderful caregivers, I'm reminded about the scriptures. Do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is my strength. Yes, the joy of the Lord is my strength. I just meditate on that and listen, my joy is restored. Okay? My wonderful caregivers, I have to remind myself, even in the midst of challenges, God's joy can be a source of strength and resilience. I may be down for a moment, but I can get back up. So can you. The H stands for honor your feelings. Caregiving is an emotional roller coaster. And when you're in the middle of S.O.S, it's important to let yourself feel whatever comes up. Anger, sadness, honoring all your feelings. Make room for joy to come in. Do not pretend like everything is okay. This is huge, y'all, for my caregivers. Sometimes you feel like you aren't strong enough or you feel like your faith is in question. It's not. You're human. Find someone you can talk to openly and honestly. Someone who will not judge you. I promise you, when you release those feelings, you will start to see changes. Finally, the T is for think positively. This doesn't mean ignoring what's going on, but choosing to see the positive in the situation. Toxic positivity. Toxic positivity. Okay. My wonderful caregivers, I am not talking about what some may call toxic positivity. This is the belief that no matter how difficult or painful a situation is, one should always maintain a positive mindset and dismiss any negative emotion. Listen, I've done this, so I know. While staying positive can be beneficial, Toxic positivity becomes harmful when it invalidates your real emotion and experiences. It can lead to feelings of shame and guilt when you struggle. Honoring your feelings. It's okay. You don't have to appear like you have it all together when you're screaming inside, help. Now, my wonderful caregivers, if your joy is little to non existent, try these steps we just reviewed. And remember, the last S in S.O.S, it stands for support needed. Caregiving is not something you should do alone. Finding community, whether it's a support group, friends, or family, can make a world of difference. For me, it's talking to a friend. When my mother passed away, it was participating in a support group. Don't make this complicated, my wonderful caregivers. You don't have to do it alone. Do I need to say that again? You do not have to do it alone. So don't try. I know. This was a lot of information. So let's recap. Sometimes we send out S.O.S signals. Stress, overload, overwhelm, emotion, support is needed. But by following the L.I.G.H.T framework, you can start finding joy even in the midst of challenge. In order to do this, you must look for small wins. Incorporate self-care. Practice gratitude. Honor your feelings and think positively. You got it, my wonderful caregivers. L.I.G.H.T. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips on balancing caregiving with self-care. And share this video with someone who could use a little inspiration. Visit my website to learn more about RSCC services. You can join the RSCC Insider family. When you sign up, you will receive a free self-care guide. Link in the description. Listen. I am helping busy professional women who find themselves in a family caregiving role find practical solutions to reduce stress while supporting their mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being. I am here to help. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, taking care of yourself is just as important as taking care of others. You got this. Remember, I am L.I.G.H.T, your caregiving coach. And until the next time we meet again, take care. Bye-bye.